I remember growing up as a boy and signing schoolboy forms at Manchester City, which was my sort of boyhood team, and playing there in the youth setup and the A teams at Cheadle Town, and did that over 2 or 3 seasons. And then the club actually, there was a lot of changes, and Malcolm Allison came in, and I thought I was going to be off an apprenticeship, and it didn't happen. And it was like your whole world had caved in at that point. And I remember writing to a few clubs in the Northwest, and Oldham Athletic responded. And I went to the club and played probably 5 or 6 reserve matches towards the end of the season. And they signed me on. I scored 4 goals in 6 reserve games, and that was a great time for me. It was sort of, you know, your career was almost gone from despair to elation. And Joe Royle had just gone to Oldham. He was probably the youngest manager in the country at the time, probably 32, 33. And Joe always said, if you're good enough, you're old enough. And I remember he threw me into the first team. And one of the first memories, it was probably 3 or 4 games into my career, we played away at Chelsea. And it was a time when they had the likes of David Speedy and Kerry Dixon and Mickey Thomas. And I remembered coming out at Stamford Bridge, the old stadium, before they built the new stadium as we were. And I remember very vividly the crowd cheering as we came onto the pitch with Blue is the Colour was the theme song. And I was on cloud 9. And as the game went on, we actually got beat 3-0, and I was playing left full-back, and I was marking Pat Nevin, who was a tricky little Scottish winger. And I think we were 2-0 down half-time, and I couldn't get anywhere near Pat Nevin first half. Second half, I thought, right, I'm gonna get close. First tackle, took him out. Clive Thomas, who you might recall was a big name referee at the time, called me over. And I remember him saying to me that the only reason he wasn't sending me off for what was such an appalling tackle was the fact that he was going to be seen on Match of the Day by millions of people that night. And that stayed with me, and I was such a young lad, but the whole occasion really probably got the better of me. And I remember Joe, he pulled me off with about 10-15 minutes to go, and the crowd were booing me. We were on the side, the main stand side. And that's where I kicked Pat Nevin. So, but it was a real memory. I remember going home thinking, yeah, we'd lost 3-0, but so much had happened during that match. From going down to the ground, from coming out onto the pitch, from playing in front of, you know, what seemed like, you know, a full stadium, but probably wasn't at that time. And the tackle, the talk with Clive Thomas, everything, and I can still remember it to this day.